guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I am Rae and this is my account Rae-SMR, so I hope you enjoy yourself while you're here. Today I have an exciting little ditty going on for everybody. I'm gonna be giving you young adult book recommendations. I know, don't freak out. These are books that I loved when I was in high school and middle school. And just overall, it's some good shit. It's some good shit. So, some of these you've heard of before, some of these you might not have. Some of these have adaptations that are shows, some don't. So let's get into it. I never plan out the order before I start this. I really should start planning out what I'm gonna say each book. So I guess we'll just go with something random. This is There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. Hey, Steph. This has been adapted into a Netflix movie, I think, and they did a really bad job of it. I remember I read this book in my freshman year of high school, so I was, 13 or something. And this kind of just, I could not put it down. It is a horror mystery thriller book. And I'll read you the inside so you can see what it's about. It's been almost a year since Makani Young came to live with her grandmother in landlocked Nebraska, and she's still adjusting to her new life, and still haunted by her past in Hawaii. Then, one by one, the students of her small-town high school begin to die in a series of gruesome murders, each with increasing and grotesque flair. As the terror grows closer and the hunt intensifies for the killer, Makami will be forced to confront her own dark secrets. This book was so good. I don't remember what I rated it, because I read it let's see, I'm in my senior year of college, I'm 21. My freshman year of college, I think, was 8 years ago. Sorry, that's not true. That was 8 years ago. Okay, well, I read this 8 years ago and it was really good. So I think you guys should read it. It's really fun. It was a small town kind of thing. It was also kind of she has a secret of her own, and everybody's like, whoa, what's going on? And she's like, it's got to do with me, and it was just a whole thing. And the murders, what I remember, were actually pretty gruesome, and I was kind of oof. And I loved American Horror Story, so nothing was really gruesome to me. But this, I feel was really good. So if you are a young adult reader who likes horror, and I think there was a little bit of romance in there too, but not much. I think an underlying thing of romance. Totally recommend There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. Okay. This next book, I don't have the first one. I don't know where my copy of the first one went, but I have the second one. But you guys all know and love this young adult series. This is Catching Fire, which is the second book in the Hunger Games trilogy. Sorry, my stomach is grumbling. Sorry, yeah, it really is. This is the second book in the Hunger Games trilogy. I don't know where my copy of the Hunger Games is, but I know that Catching Fire was my favorite. And I read these in middle school, and oh my goodness, I was obsessed. I had the PETA shirt, and I would take magazines from the hospital that had Josh Hutcherson's face on it, and I'd stay up all night watching videos, and I used to unironically watch the Whistle edit in my bedroom after lights out on my Samsung Galaxy Tab 3. I was obsessed. And the fanfiction writers for the Hunger Games, oh my god, they were so good. They were so good. And 2013 was a really crazy year. That's when that's when Catching Fire came out. That's when I started standing the series. But it's so good. It's so good. I would, even if you're an adult, all these adults can read too, but you have got to read the Hunger Games before you die. I don't know how else to put it. Oh, you hear that? It has water damage. Great sounds. I literally became a woman when I was reading the Hunger Games series. I started puberty while I was reading Mockingjay. Just so good. I'm obsessed with this. I want to reread it, but we'll see. This is Today, Tonight, Tomorrow by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I actually read this one in like 2020. Yeah. This was like one of the last YA books I ever read. But let's see. I use my receipts as my bookmarks because they're free and I like to know when I got my books. So let's see, I bought this book on February 7th, 2021. Okay, it's 2021, my bad. But yeah, this is so good. I didn't read you guys the description of The Hunger Games because I feel like you know what that's about. But yeah. But The Hunger Games, if you don't know what The Hunger Games is there are 12 districts. It's called Panem. It's a dystopian future, and there's a president who is like, well, not just the president, but there was a war that went on, and now as a punishment to the districts, the capital, to the main place where all like the wealth is, picks 24 tributes, so two people from each district, a girl and a boy, to fight to the death in the Hunger Games, and they're all young, and it's literally like romantasy, well, romostopian, rostopian fiction. Yeah, that's a new term I'm coining. But no, it's really good. The romance is there. It's just such a good series, and I would recommend it to everybody. Everyone has got to read The Hunger Games. My cat is meowing. We're gonna ignore her. Okay, back to this one. So yeah, I got this in 2021. It's really good. It takes place all in one day. It is a romance, and it's also like, I'll just read you what it's about. Today she hates him. Well, I guess it's like, no, it's like a day and a half. Today she hates him. It's the last day of senior year. Rowan Roth and Neil McNair have been bitter rivals for all of high school, clashing over test scores, student council elections, and even gym class pull-up contests. While Rowan, who secretly wants to write romance novels, is anxious about the future, she'd love to beat her infuriating academic nemesis one last time. Tonight, she puts up with him. When Neil is named valedictorian, Rowan has only one more chance at victory. Howl, a senior class game that takes them all over Seattle, a farewell tour to the city she loves. But after learning that a group of seniors is out to get them, she and Neil reluctantly decide to team up until they're the last players left, and then they'll destroy each other. As Rowan spends more time with Neil, she realizes he's much more than the awkward linguistics nerd she's sparred with the past 4 years. And perhaps this boy she claims to despise might actually be the boy of her dreams. Tomorrow, ... Maybe she's already fallen for him. So good. Also, Hunger Games. That second paragraph was giving a little bit of Hunger Games, but really good. Really good. I loved this. And there's a sequel coming out, which is so exciting. I think it'll be out later this year. I think. But this book, it was so good. I was smiling the whole time I read it in like 2 days. But yeah, highly recommend this one. We'll do this one. This is The Chaos of Standing Still. The Chaos of Standing Still. Hello. By Jessica Brody. This one was one that I carried around in my backpack a lot. Until, see, another thing. When did I get this book? Oh god, I'm nervous. January 21st, 2018. Yeah. I spent $100. Oh wait, no I didn't. Okay, sorry. Random, sorry. But yeah, I got this one and it kind of just stayed in my backpack for a while. It was my freshman year of high school. Wait, no, this was not freshman year. This must have been sophomore year. My bad. But I also didn't start. Whatever. I don't know when I read this book. Basically, sometime in my high school years. Okay, it doesn't matter. But I really loved it. It's about I guess I can read it to you, but it's romance, and it's like it takes place all in one day. Also, just like the other book. But I'll read you the inside. Rin has one unread text message on her phone, and it's been 3 years. Oh wait, and it's been there for almost a year. I literally can't read today. I'm so sorry. She hasn't tried to read it. She can't. message is the last thing her best friend ever said to her before she died. But as Rin finds herself trapped in the Denver International Airport on New Year's Eve, thanks to a never-ending blizzard on the one-year anniversary of her best friend's death, fate literally runs into her, and his name is Xander. When the two accidentally swap phones, Rin and Xander are thrust into the chaos of an unforgettable all-night adventure filled with charming and mysterious strangers, a secret New Year's Eve bash, and a possible Illuminati conspiracy hidden within the airport. But as the bizarre night continues, all Rin can think about is that one unread text message. It follows her wherever she goes because Rin can't get her brilliantly wild and free-spirited best friend out of her head. Rin can't move on. But tonight, for the first time ever, she's trying, and maybe that's a start. It's so good, and it's so fun when things take place in like an airport, like unaccompanied minors. I don't know, that's very entertaining to me, but I really liked it, so I think you guys would like it too. It's so cute, from what I remember from 2018, which was 6 years ago. It's so cute. So yeah. This one is like my number one recommendation. Like actually. Drumroll please. Hey. Sorry, this is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Let me get a why. Yeah, this is like, I don't know, everything to me. My mic is literally propped up on one of the books. It's so big, and it's a hardcover. This is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I know I just said that. Can I get a round of applause? Get it? Cause tap. Round of applause. Yeah, I'm crazy. This is City of Bones. It is the first book in the Mortal Instruments series. Basically, I'm recommending the entire series, but you can't start in the middle, so I'm recommending City of Bones first. It's about, let me just read it to you. When Clary Frey heads out to the Pandemonium Club in New York City, she hardly expects to witness a murder, much less a murder committed by three strangers covered with odd markings. This is Clary's first meeting with the Shadowhunters, warriors dedicated to ridding the earth of demons and keeping the odd werewolves and vampires in line. It's also her first meeting with the gorgeous golden-haired Jace father. Within 24 hours, Clary is pulled into Jace's world with a vengeance when her mother disappears and Clary herself is attacked by a demon. But why would demons be interested in an ordinary mundane like Clary? And how did she suddenly get the sight? The Shadowhunters would like to know. And so would all of you, because you're going to be reading this tonight. Look under your chairs. It's going to be a copy of City of Bones. But yeah, this is like, I started reading these books in middle school, I think, and I started reading them and then I stopped. I started with the second book because I watched the movie and I was like, yeah, that checks out. The movie is literally bad. But yeah, so I started with City of Ashes because I'm stupid in 8th grade, and then or 7th or something, it doesn't matter. And then I stopped reading, and then I was like, you know what, let me get the first one to see what that's all about. And then I did, and I read it all throughout high school, literally from, I guess my sophomore year till my senior year. I loved these books. These are so good. There's like, I have a display in my room. These are the only books that I display. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 books in the first and the main series, the Meat and Potato series, the City of Bones series. And then there is a series called The Infernal Devices, which is the prequel series. There's 3 books in that series. And then there's a series that takes place after this book, after this series, like a sequel to the series that is called The Dark Artifices. And then there's like spin-off books. There's like a Shadowhunters Academy book, and there's so many things. You don't have to read them all. You could definitely only read this main series, but I didn't think I'd like historical is this lady, no, Queen of Air and Darkness is the last one. I used to carry this around with me in my Fjallraven Konkin backpack. You know how big those are, so oh my god, there's a monster inside of me. You know how big those are, so you know that it got beat up. It got a little bit messed up in the shuffle. But yes, I love Facebook, and the fanfiction for these books too are just cunty. They're cunty little books, cunty little fanfiction, cunty little books. I was gonna get this tattooed, this little marking right here. You can't really see it, but I didn't, and I should have. But yeah, I totally recommend this. I love e-books. Okay, I probably looked crazy there. Okay, we only have 2 left. This one's kind of a softball because I think everybody has read this book or was going to read this book. This is The Fault in Our Stars, or TFIOS, by John Green. And there's a random, like, in this copy, there's a random thing about the movie. Because, yes, I got this when the movie came out. Like, I wish I had the receipt for this one. I wish I had the receipt for this, my City of Bones books, but I don't. But yeah, this one was good. I don't know what else to say about it because I honestly can't remember it. But I remember that I could not put it down. It is just like, John Green knew what was going on. And so did the Tumblr girlies who loved it because I loved it. And it was just like, it's really depressing too. Like, it's such a sad book, but it's so good. But yeah. Yeah, I think they make out in the Anne Frank Museum, so that's a very questionable choice, but it happens in this book, if you've seen that meme going around. So yeah, very good book. It's romance, it's depressing, but like it's happy, but it's sad. It's just a whole bunch of things, so highly recommend The Fault in Our Stars. Can you see this little stack over here? Yeah, I think you can. Last but not least, this has been the talk of the town for the last, I don't know, year or 2. I read this book during the pandemic, and I loved it, and I still haven't read the sequel, so I really need to go pick that up, but it is going to be A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. And this shit eats. Sorry. It eats. It was really good. I didn't read you the back of Fault in Our Stars. Let me read you the back after this. Despite the tumor-shrinking medical miracle that has brought her a few years, Hazel has never been anything but terminal. Her final chapter inscribed upon diagnosis. But when a gorgeous plot twist named Augustus Waters suddenly appears at Cancer Kid Support Group. Now, why did he name it Cancer Kid Support Group? Like, be a little creative. Sorry, I don't know if that's a thing, but anyway, if that's a thing, then it's a great name. If it's a book thing, then I'm just like, okay, sorry. Hazel's story is about to be completely rewritten. I kind of messed that up by talking through it, but you guys know what this is about. Come on, I know you guys know what this is about. But yeah, so this is this book, and I'm gonna read the back for you. This is a story of an investigation turned obsession. Pretty and popular high school senior Andy Bell was murdered by her boyfriend, Sal Singh, who then killed himself. It was all anyone could talk about, and 5 years later, Pip sees how the tragedy still haunts her town. Maybe I should just eat. Maybe I should just actually eat something at 5 o'clock on a Friday. Okay, sorry. Now a senior herself, Pip decides to re-examine the closed case for her final project, at first just to cast doubt on the original investigation, but soon discovers a trail of dark secrets that might actually prove Sal innocent, and the line between past and present begins to blur. Someone in Fairview doesn't want Pip digging around for answers, and now her own life might be in danger. This is a good book. A real good book. Big fan of this one. investigation, there's sleuthing, and it has a lot of BIPOC characters, so that's cool, because I feel like every single other book that I've mentioned, well, no, not Someone Inside Your House, and I'm not sure about the other, I don't know, I feel like this is one of the few ones that I mentioned with, sorry, with characters of color. So, really love this book. I'm sure you heard other people talk about how much they love this book too, so it's no biggie that I like the book too. But yes, that is all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books that I recommended today, and I really think they're great, so hope you guys like them if you read them. Follow me on Goodreads if you want. It's Rae's Reads with 2 D's. The link is also in the description. Link to my Instagram, link to my book talk that I just started, and the link to I think that's honestly it. I don't know where. I think I have another link. Like, where else is everybody going? But yeah, hope you guys like it. If you follow me on, or if you friend me on Goodreads, I will friend you back. I always get to them as soon as I see them, and I become friends with you guys. And I like your guys' updates, because I'm just on Goodreads too, because I'm just bored. I'm a bored girl who likes books, so I'm gonna be on Goodreads just scrolling around. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Yes, thank you guys so much for being just the best little audience I could ever wish for, and you guys are so sweet in your comments. So I love you guys so